Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 80 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play. Set mode, no items, so yeah. So with that being said and done, let's go on up the elevator here, talk to our friends about our evidence and findings. Oh, right, before we get into this, just a fair warning, this episode included, and two other ones, are probably going to be pre-recorded back-to-back, mainly because I have a opening that I can, pre-record quite a few episodes, and it's something that I brought up before. I really want to make progress with this series, and hopefully the end goal is to have this all done and completed before V14's release. I don't think I'm gonna quite make it, but it's definitely possible. Maybe not. I don't know, honestly. Mainly because I don't know when V14 is going to be released, which is fine. I would rather them take their time and not rush it, of course. So whenever it is out, sorry, it'll be out. But yeah, that's kind of been my goal for the longest time. We'll see what the future holds, but yeah. I just want to give a fair warning that, there's going to be quite a few episodes of Rejuve being pre-recorded, so just keep that in mind going forward with the next 2 to 3 episodes. And yeah, there was like one more thing I wanted to talk about. I guess just to kind of like re-say it again. I know I've brought it up before. I'm not really a big fan of pre-recording videos on the channel, but again, with life and just being busy with work and whatnot, whenever I do get these openings, I like to take advantage of it, so again, we can make some progress and get the ball rolling some more, since I don't think we've been doing really bad with the uploads on Rejuvenation. And of course, I don't want to do a thing that I upload a Rejuvenation video like 5 days a week. That's like easily 5, 6, 7 hours worth of just video content, whatever you want to word it or call it. But yeah, that just seems like a lot to me. So I think 2 to 3 being the max per upload on a weekly basis, I think is totally fine and totally okay and more than enough. So yeah, but I know there's times that it's definitely slowed down a little bit, so I just kind of want to like pick up the pace a little bit if I get the opportunity to do so. So yeah, and another thing, the reason why I kind of want to, I don't want to say like rush it, but again, kind of get the ball rolling a little bit more, is again because of V13.5 having a lot of new, scenes, different changes with the stories, some things added, some things taken out, different dialogues, new quest. I just want to get familiar with the new version, so when we get into V14 on our normal Let's Play, I have an idea on what pretty much went on within V13.5 and not really rely too much on the older versions, since again, some things from those versions were changed and taken out, and some additions were added to V13.5, so yeah, I think you get the point. I'll stop my ramble there. Let's get into the main stuff here. Okay, it seems our little outing was successful. I mean, we didn't really find anything that had to do with people disappearing, just stupid gang-related stuff that I don't really care about, and Valerie, but I'm not going to bring that up again. Our team found some crucial details, but we're going to have to go over it before we present anything concrete. Okay, then you do that. Looks like you are carrying our team here. A slip of paper with weird symbols on it. Riza found this in that cold storage. Strange. I'll send this over to our investigation team. Thank you. Right, but I think I'm gonna pin it there. I'm exhausted, so we good? For what? For sleep. I'm tired. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. Someone's looking down. What's wrong? It's just, I don't know. I'm not really feeling Grand Dream City. What's wrong with it? I think it's less about what's wrong with the city and more about what I miss. I miss Terrajuma Island. I miss Crawley and Tesla and everyone. They made us feel so at home there. Here it's just so overwhelming. I like it here. I miss Terrajuma too. I don't like it either. Um, hmm. It's not that I don't like Terrajuma, or sorry, like I don't. It's not that I don't like Grand Dream City. I think it's a really like cool city, and I really like what they've done with it overall. And the arc and the story, however you want to word it, and the chapters going forward with Grand Dream City, they're very like amazing, and I'm honestly excited to see the changes that they've done with the story arc within the game. But if I had to choose Grand Dream City's arc or Terrajuma's arc, to be fair, since we haven't played all of Grand Dream City, it's not really fair to give an opinion just yet. But going off of the older versions and whatnot, I've always preferred Terrajuma. Again, I really like the more like cozy kind of feel to it. How, you know, you were with all of your friends there with Crawley and just all of the events, side quests, and all of that with Terrajuma Island. More so with Grand Dream City. Of course, everybody, you know, may feel differently, which is fine. You may like Grand Dream City more than Terrajuma, or vice versa, or love both equally, or hate both equally. Whatever side of the coin you're on, totally fine. But I think I've like brought it up in the past. I've always loved like the Terrajuma arc with, you know, those chapters leading all the way up to, you know, Valor Mountain. But yeah, and again, it's not me saying I don't like Grand Dream City's arc. It's a fantastic arc. There are a lot of story stuff that goes on with it, but I think I'm with Malia on this one. But let me check out the friendship points just in case. I believe we are on chapter 11. Let's see here. Chapter 11. Scroll down a little. Beat Venom at the night market. We did do that. Here we go. When Malia says she finds Grand Dream City overwhelming, I like it here. +1 Malia, +3 Venom. Okay, so it kind of splits whether you want more points with Venom or Malia, or you could say, I don't like it either. +2 Malia, -1 Venom. We're not going to go with that one. Now, to be fair, I don't really like the city life. It's not for me. If you may be somebody that lives in a city or enjoys it, good for you. Rock out with it. I I could never see myself living in a city. I just no, thank you. But yeah, for this one, I think we're gonna go if I miss Terrajuma 2 because it's just the one that I prefer over the other. But to be fair, you know, with Venom kind of living within um Giran city for a while, I guess to her she probably just kind of like enjoys that more social kind of life, you know, just being around a lot of people and whatnot. So I guess it's something she enjoys, which is fine, but it's just not for me. I miss Terrajuma too. Guess I'm not the only one feeling homesick. I mean, besides the people and that little outburst with not Valerie, I kinda love it. And I don't miss the Terrajuma heat. The swamp blank was unreal. Wait, what was that? Hold up. I don't know why they do that sometimes, but I guess I could reload the game. Hold up. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Let me try that again. Oh, I think I get it now. He was probably gonna say like what is, like asking what that is, but yeah. Okay. I see what they did there. Malia just immediately like cut him off like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna explain that to you. It's probably better if you don't ask that canon. Ah, understood. But I'll be alright, I'll adapt soon enough. We did good today, team. Let's be proud of ourselves for that. If the meeting's adjourned, then I'm gonna go hang out on the rooftop for a bit. Okay? Don't stay up too late though. It's after midnight and we probably have a lot of ground to cover in the morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That goes for everyone else too. Let's go get to bed soon, okay? Sorry, get to bed soon. Everyone should get some sleep. We probably have a busy day tomorrow. What a tiring day. I wasn't even part of most of it, but it was exhausting. Let's see here. I assume that's like a little window for something. Right, because we didn't really get a chance to look around the room, because when we like first got into the apartment, we pretty much instantly collapsed in the bed and had the one scene with a certain someone. What? Oh, right. My bad. We'll let her sleep and not bug her. Okay. Let's go in here. Just to see if there's anybody up here. Real quick, I do want to go to the balcony though. See if Venom is over there. Let's see. Right. That also reminds me, with that one scene, I probably should have done a slight spoiler when I entered a certain person's name the first time that we saw the man by the chessboard. It's not the biggest spoiler ever, but I probably should have. I kind of feel bad about that, but that's okay. That's okay. Now, it is something that was brought up to me on an older episode. I do intend to do the whole oh, there they are. I do intend to do the whole Easter egg thing. Well, I don't know if it's called like an Easter egg thing, but it's like an event thing. If you play the game multiple times, there's like these questions that he'll continue to ask, and you have to get them right every single time. So, yeah, I do intend to do that. So, what I will probably do is once we kind of get to that point, I don't know if we'll do that this night or the next night. I'm not sure when it's going to happen next, honestly. But I am aware that there is a thing with all of that, and just because of me playing the game multiple times, I do want to get into that little Easter egg thing. Again, I will do a little spoiler warning once I get to that point, just in case if you are new and don't want to do that. And plus, to be fair, if you are new and you are wanting to do that, I would strongly recommend you play the game still getting them wrong, since again, you are new to the game and you probably don't know a lot of those kind of things that are about to transpire, so I would recommend that, but it's your game, you can do whatever you want, so just a little warning on that. Hey, I thought you were going to bed. Oh, when I say I'm going to bed, that usually just means I'm done interacting for the day. Oh, guess I'm not helping you out on this one. It's okay. I'm not bothered. If you want to help me garden, that's cool too. Um, not really. It's fine. You could just watch too. I assume we can't really... Okay. I was gonna see if we could talk to Lavender, because like back then... Well, I guess to be fair, it kind of played out a little bit differently on the older versions, but it would have been neat to still like interact with her. Alrighty then. I think with that being said and done, let's go on to bed here. Let's see. Right. We talked to them outside. Rhodia, or yeah, Rhodia's getting to bed. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. At least I hope I'm not. Alright, let me save just in case if another thing happens tonight. Sleep until the next day, night will be forced. Let me see. Oh, cool. Hidden scene Venom's ruminations. Unlocked, view it. Of course. I don't want to skip out on any of these. Oh, okay, so they kind of kept this into the game. Back then, there wasn't really like these hidden scene kind of moments, but this was like a normal scene within the game itself, so I guess they decided to change it up a little bit. And if I'm not mistaken, I think these are based off of the amount of uh like friendship points that you have with characters. I think might be wrong on that, but I guess I could look at the guide. Is there a thing that shows that? Um No, it doesn't really show that. Okay. But, I might be wrong on that, though, but I think it is based off of your friendship points, but, again, maybe wrong. Alright, let me stop being repetitive. No. The nightmares again? Don't worry, I'll get those meds. Radio? That should make you feel better. Darn, I guess I won't be able to fall asleep again so easily. As long as Malia feels better, I guess that's okay with me. Oh, that's really cool. For such an active city, it sure is quiet at night. Somehow, there's even a breeze even though we're beneath a dome. It's nice, I guess. It's really neat though, because like back then there was a very similar scene, but it seems to be different in a sense. I like it. We'll keep reading though, so I don't ramble on too much. I'll talk more about it after I read it. It's a shame some of us don't really like it here. It is quite different from Terrajuma and Floria, so I get it. Or Flora, however you... No, Floria I think is how you say that, not Flora. But anyways, but you like the city, huh? I better remind you of home. Ah yeah, I knew you were an adventurer. Hey Viper, do you think I'm selfish? Yes. That's pretty goofy. What? Oh. I guess I could be a little, or a lot. I didn't really understand what she meant, but thinking about it, she's kinda right. I stole Tesla's Charizard. I wanted to TP someone's house. Wait, no. That's not funny. It's rude. Or something. Yeah. I just gotta stop being a blank and think about others before I do something dumb. Yeah, I know. It's easy. I just gotta try a little harder. Anyway, I should go back to bed and try to sleep. Good night, Viper. What the? Well, that's a bro moment. Interesting. So they changed up something then. Okay. Shoot. The 5-0. So Viper, you hit the bodies well, right? Yes. Did you rat me out? So Viper, you wouldn't. You did. And I know how I... And you know how I know? Because you're a snake. Come here. Oh, that's really goofy and fun. I like that. A little like pun there as well with the whole Viper thing. Oh well. Hello, sir. Glad to be back on the board here. But man, I really liked that scene. I really liked it. And I'm glad that they, you know, kept that into the game and kind of like redid it a little bit. But I'm curious though, because I don't want to get into like spoilers, but here, I'm not gonna get into spoilers. I'm just gonna vaguely say what happened on the older versions. So back then, does it? Now, I don't think it's really spoilers, but it can get into spoiler territory, but I'm not going to get into spoiler stuff. Let me just word it this way. Venom did the whole thing giving Malia medicine, walked out, talked to, you know, Viper, but then she saw Lavender leave the building and run off somewhere, and Venom was pretty much like, wait a minute, where are you going at this night, you know, and like this hour since it's, you know, past midnight? I will leave it at that and not get any further with what happens afterwards, but it is interesting how they kind of changed that a little bit and made the hidden scene a little bit more of a goofy one, so yeah. Very interesting on how it's going to play out in the future though, since they did change that. Anyways, back to you, Mr. Hatman. Welcome back, welcome. Today's game is simple. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Don't get stressed. Don't get anxious. Being wrong just means this is your first time through. Let's begin. Who is the Puppet Master's main subordinate? Now, let me make a little post-it note here. This is going to get into the little Easter egg thing, so that I was referring to earlier within the episode. If you are not wanting to get spoiled on this because you're new and don't really want to do this, or whatever the reason may be, it's gonna kind of get into spoiler stuff because the answers are, again, gonna spoil quite a few things. So you've been warned, don't watch it if you don't want to see this. Yeah. Alrighty then, on to the game here. Puppet Master subordinate. I don't know why I was thinking of Thomas for a minute. It's Hazuki. Right. The Puppet Master... What is, like, Thomas to the Puppet Master again? I guess, like, an assistant or something like that. But not really a subordinate. It would be Hazuki. That's right. Lady Hazuki of the Blakery family has close ties with the Puppet Master. Second question. Who does the Puppet Master want to protect more than anyone else? Oh, well, that's obvious. Hugh. Checkmate. You are completely and utterly correct. How about that? Final question. Whether you made it this far based on extraordinary luck or past experiences, none can say. And at this point, with the facts given, the identity of the Puppet Master should be known to you. But let's take another path, a twist on the expected to the unexpected. You know the identity of the Puppet Master. Yes, I am aware of it. But they went by a code name in another region. What is their code name? Oh, yeah. It would have been this. Checkmate. You are absolutely correct. Now, since we're kind of on, like, spoiler stuff here, Freya was a name that I believe Saki kind of, like, mentioned within, like, the, oh goodness. Well, back then it changed a little bit. Well, like, this version had changed, but on the older version, she brought up when she was getting attacked by those Sharpedo, she was like some woman saved her. Her name was like Freya. She couldn't remember her, like, exact name. I think she brought it up during the Darchwick's restaurant or, like, bar area as well. So, yeah, the name is Freya. That's her code name. Anyways, that was her name. That was Rune's name. Freya, the elite detective of the Mirror region. You've answered all my questions correctly. That means that you have won the game alone. Please come with me for just a quick moment. What is going on, guys? It's a party here. It's been a minute since I've seen you guys. And I gotta say, can we talk about this music here? I like it. It's different. And the room's kind of cool too. Very different from the toy box. I'm curious. I haven't seen this before, so... Like, I've heard about this, but... I'm really excited to see what happens here. Alon, you totally answered the question correctly, which means you truly are the Interceptor. You've been through this at least once before now. Imagine you just say, are you? Just like, yeah, who are you again? I wonder if you say, are you, if they're gonna be like, oh, did you get here by luck or something? I want to see both dialogues. Yeah, it's the real me. This time, Clear can't reach us here. By completing the questions, that means you've caused a rift in time and space, again. And as a result, the whole lot of us remember our time at the School of Nightmares. You really were the team player back then, Squirt. It was fun messing with Jean, but it looks like we have another encore to perform. Just be more gentle with those crazy bats next time. No promises. Sek really went through it with that time. You know, let me go with the other answer before I go any further, because I assume it's... Let me see if it is the same or not. Hold up. Alrighty then. Well actually, let me look at the points. I don't think this would add or subtract points. Let me look. No, it doesn't. Okay, gotcha. Let's go if I have, since we pretty much have. Yes, you have. I have also just said that. By completing the questions, that means you've caused a rift in time and space again, and as a result, the whole lot of us remember our time at the School of Nightmares. You really were the team player back then, Squirt. It was fun messing with Jean, but it looks like we have an encore to perform. Just be more gentle with those crazy bats next time. Sek really went through it with that one. Ahem, that's right, Rune can't change back despite the rift because of the conditions she laid for herself. Only Hugh can break this form still. You win and you lose, sometimes failure is inevitable. Perhaps Alon failed in their time, or... perhaps by going through this all again, a new path of hope will open. I wonder if she's kind of like referring to the renegade there when, you know, she went a little quiet there. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not certain actually. Or maybe, you know, things didn't work out even if you went on the Paragon route. Or something stupid like that, who can say? But you don't understand how truly incredible it is for you to be before us like this once again. Not even time traveling can result in something so miraculous. I feel like I pronounced that wrong, but that's okay. Nay, but it... nay, I have no idea what that means. But is the power of the Interceptor. But hey, I'm not gonna waste your time. Take this, sport. What is that? Puppet the balloon? Mr. Puppet Master, sir, is it okay to just give that to Alon? I mean, it's not that I don't trust Alon's capabilities or anything, but this has your face on it. It'll be fine. No one else can see it besides Alon anyways. Well, what does it do then? I don't know. You don't know. It has no intended purpose. Yes. So then why? That coin never existed until this moment, and this moment was a product of Alon literally ripping the rules of this world to pieces. That coin is like a Pandora's box, sorry. It can lead to almost anything. I look forward to what kind of chaos that little silly coin will bring in the future. But that's it. Our audience with the Interceptor has reached its limits. Everyone say their goodbyes. Goodbye, Alon. See you real soon. Beh. See ya, nerd. Oh, and it goes without saying that I'll need to go berserk again in order to perpetrate this history. So if I rip your head apart and cause you some serious mental trauma, it's nothing personal. Got it? Morning comes and thus I fade away. I'm just kidding. You have a terrorist threat to deal with. Wait, what? What do you mean we have a terrorist threat? What's going on? Wake up. Finally got you awake. There's a situation. Remember that paper with the weird symbols on it? It turned out to be a phone number. When the team called, it turned out bad. There's someone threatening to destroy the Somnium Mall. And their ultimatum? It's you. What? Come on, guys. We could be peaceful about this. We don't have to blow up malls and whatnot. I should say Minecraft, just in case some FBI people just hear the words blowing up a mall. In Minecraft, it's just a game, you guys. Anyways, enough of me goofing off if I could speak. What's the situation? The perpetrators have been located inside the Somnium Mall in the lower storage levels. They claim to have smuggled weapons of mass destruction within the city wall. Although that scenario is very unlikely, we had to take the claim seriously regardless. Yeah, of course, better safe than sorry. Even if it's, you know, not true at all, you should always treat it as if it is that severe, it is that bad. Because on the off chance that it is that severe and that bad, yeah. Is this Alon as requested? Yeah, this is Alon. Please, I cannot speak today. Please proceed forward, Alon. Our mayor would like to have a word with you. Oh good, Miss Mayor is here. Go on then, Alon. Oh, we get to talk to the mayor. Is that Thomas Blakery too? Well, Thomas Blakery Jr., I should say. And I guess technically, I believe this is actually our first encounter. Well, besides like the scene with Madalus and Cassandra, this is the first time that we actually talk to Mayor Cassandra. Because back then, on the older version, you talked with her with Aaron and Florin. So I guess that kind of changed a little bit. Interesting. You must be Alon then. I apologize for us meeting through such circumstances. Oh wait, I just saw Madalus with her paper bag on her head. I didn't even notice her. I don't know why I thought that was like a sign. What's going on, Madalus? The paper bag is probably pretty soggy and wet, but I hope you're doing alright. This here's Thomas Blakery Jr. He is here. I'm here to figure out who would even dare to threaten my property. The audacity to smear the Blakery's rightful property should be punished by death. What a charming boy. Right. Anyways, he was the one who originally called about the threat. I received the phone call at exactly 2:34 a.m., which was 15 minutes ago. I then proceeded to call the Judicial Branch Police Department. It took 7 minutes for their forces to gather themselves here. What a slog. We can have a meeting about the slow response another time. The plan? Explain it to Alon. I was getting there. You needn't interrupt. Listen, subordinate, the one threatening to destroy Blakery property supposedly wants to see you. Don't you think that's a little suspicious? Either way, we're going to give in to their demands. So we have like no choice or like consent in the matter, we just have to go in regardless. What if we don't want to? I'm just messing around. But don't you worry, your pretty big head. We won't send you in with the dogs. Not alone. At least we have a team ready to storm the building with you. All you must do is say the word. I think the team's healed, so I'm ready. Assuming that there's a battle gonna be happening. Maybe, maybe not. But to be honest, like, who could it even be though? Because like this has never happened within like V13, V12, V11 and onwards, like, or backwards pretty much. It never really happened on the older versions. I doubt it's Team Zen. It'd be wacky if there's more incidences with Bladestar, or maybe that one gang. I don't know. Good, then we'll move immediately. Don't mess this up, subordinate. We hope to see you return alive and well. Alrighty then. I guess Rhodia is with us too. There. Freeze! Don't move a muscle. Real quick, I kinda like the music. I have to look through the MVP player. Or MP3 player, sorry. Not MVP. I kinda like this one, yeah. I'm gonna have to look through those to find which track this is. But anyways, girl with blonde hair. And what was that, another person with blonde hair? The cogs in the machine whirl. The blades of its fans twirl. What is happening? Under the cruel act of the world's subjugation, lead the path of humanity's assured eternal... Sorry, I'm just trying to... follow forth. Why am I not recognizing these two? Why is it this way? All but for the one, the powerful, the elite, the well-fortunate, the evil, the corrupt, the malicious, the mischievous, and all for what? To drive down the weak, the meek, and all those who seek freedom, peace, love, virtue. Alice and Alan? Question mark? It would yeah, I mean, if it is, I'm okay, now I think yeah, it's gotta be those two. Unless there's new characters now for some reason. I would safely assume it's Alice and Alan here. See, that's interesting though, because like back then, they had a more goofy approach. And they still do, don't get me wrong. At least I think they would still, but like, with this one, they're actually more serious about it. But to be fair, no, go back to, at the end of the Hidden Library 3 quest, you see that lady with the one mask. I don't want to get into spoilers on, that whole thing with that, you know, lady that's back there, but I would safely assume that connects with that. It has to. I see where it's going with it now. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Had to go take my dog outside, but right, back to this. I think I pretty much wrapped up what I was saying before. I understand what's happening here now. At least I think I do. Come then, denizens of Grand Dream City, by the will of the Puppet Master. Yeah, okay. The threads of our fate shall be undone. What in the hell is going on with these two? Under Grand Dream City's law, you are under arrest for the threat of terrorism and disturbance of the peace. And look at this, my darling sister. They think we shall follow their folly. Their belief that we follow their rules does amuse me, brother. We have no interest in the likes of you, but Alan. Alan. Approach us, Alan. It is by the will of our master, lest you are content with your annihilation. Alan, take them down. And be lost within the power of darkness. We shall be the ones to bring you forth with guiding light. Bro moment. I like it though. Because like, again, back then, they just kind of like up and appeared randomly, but with this one, at least they have a more, I guess, like meaningful entrance to the game. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, your team's kind of scary. Blaze kick and Super Fang. Of course. Oh. Well, I guess it didn't really matter then. I thought it was gonna go for, what is it again, like water sport or sprout, whatever it's called. Or spout. Let's go into bamboo. You are scary. We'll do that, do that. Okay. Oh, right, let me, show the team that I'm using. It's just the regular OG team. I don't know if this team will work against them, but we'll see. What is your typing again? Okay. Yeah, discharge. Let's go into... I think Claire's the right choice. Let's do that and that. Interesting. Let's get a little different. You're gonna be annoying. I think I lose here. At least get rid of that. That sucked a lot. I think that hit I don't know if it would have taken it out, but it probably could have actually. We'll get rid of that thing though. Oh, okay. One more. Okay. I mean, Gear Grind's the only thing I can really go for. Yeah, I think that one miss mattered, but we got it here now. So yeah, it seems that their team, it can be a little bit intimidating, because it seems very offensive, but as long as you have a solid, you know, bulky offensive team, like a team that could take hits, but punch right back, you should be okay with this one. I can see there's probably a numerous amount of Pokemon and teams that you could build that'll work against them. Whether you're doing a challenge run or just playing casually. It's not... It could be a little bit intimidating for new players, but it's not terrible from what I can tell. Sublime, utterly sublime, our master shall be most pleased. Yes, yes, such power is needed to further our master's wishes. These results are promising. In that case, you need to... I think we've seen enough here. We're taking you in. Do not resist arrest. My dearest brother, the naivety of man is a sight to behold. My dear sister, they've seen the play, but it seems they've forgotten the epilogue. Don't assume that the show is over until the curtains fall. Welp. I kind of missed what happened there, because I had to speed up on. What? Okay. Karen! Welcome back! I missed you! What happened to you staying within the, oh, what do you even call that world again? The unknown dimension. What happened? Karina wanted you to stay. But to be fair, things would have been a little bit, you know, sad without you here, so I'm glad you're back. Let's see what you gotta say, Karen. Look at their bewilderment, dear brother. Such a plot twist was unbecoming of them, dear sister. I've got no idea why these two freaks are talking like this, but hey. Hey, little dove. Now we shall be making our grand escape. We will find you again, Alan. Do not worry about that. But until then, sayonara. Well, what about Karen, though? What happened to her? And that's pretty much the report we have for you today. So the assailants escape with the help of a third party and now roaming the streets freely. Yeah. Right. Well, it looks like my officers have turned them all upside down to no avail. We're thinking this is nothing more than an overblown prank made by some delinquent teens. We'll be on the lookout for those too, but the city is not in any danger as of this moment. Great, I guess. Well, can we go? It is 4 a.m. I'm tired. We're all musty and gross, and yeah. We did want you all to stay for a little more for questioning, but I think we'll be able to manage at this. Well, goodbye, Rodeo. Point. You're dismissed. I don't even blame Rodeo, honestly. Alright, we're going home. To be fair, again, like I brought up before, it seems... Oh, right. At nighttime, the battles are different. But, yeah, with Rodeo being, you know, very high, you know, within the city, well, I don't want to say she's, like, with, like, the wealthy and the powerful and whatnot, but she does have, like, a high position and seems to work very well for, you know, her spot within Grand Dream City, so... Did I really just lose to a Heracross? Yes, I did. Nice. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I'm just gonna, like, go around the cars just because I don't think there's a Pokemon Center near that area. I know there's one... Here we go. I'll battle him another time. But... very... interesting how they decided to, like, change that. Home at last. Seems kind of quiet though. I know it's like 4 a.m, but it's a little quiet in here, isn't it? I would agree, especially with the very dark atmosphere. Oh, hell. Hey! Alice, Ellen! What's going on? Missed you guys already, and now you're back here. It's a great surprise. The world turns regardless of our impact, or at least besides the Interceptor, of course. In any other situation, the outcome is the same. Oh well. What are you freaks doing in my house? First of all, real quick, I'm surprised the others are not even waking up to this commotion. Our meeting with the Interceptor was not finished. Their destiny must be known. Do not interfere. If you want to hurt my roommate so bad, then you're gonna have to go through me. Hello? You know... It's kind of rude to just break into someone's home like that, Hazuki. That should suffice. Miss Hazuki? What is going on here? These two are the ones behind the false threat, are they not? I want to question why you're here. I mean, I know why you're here, but just to kind of like break into her home like this, it's so different. With the older versions, this like never happened, so it's really interesting. Yes, it was quite the comedic story. Here I was on my way to check on the site per my grandson's request, and there I was being attacked by two juvenile individuals who had failed to be captured. It is true, we attacked her, but in the end, we were no match for her. But what are you doing here, and who let you in? Alright, you two, you got some explaining to do. I did. Aaron, why would you do that? Are we not questioning why Aaron's here? Because, like, I mean, we know why she's here. Like, she offered Aaron to stay here, but you know what probably happened? Well, I'm probably jumping the gun. Aaron probably met up or something of the sort. Or, wait. Oh my god, hold up. I'm having a brain moment. Let me reboot. Aaron wandered off to find Alita. I don't believe she ever returned to this place, but now she's here? Unless she called Malia, be like, hey, can I have a place to stay late at night? And Malia's like, yeah, sure, and then... I'm so confused. Maybe I'm misremembering and maybe Aaron was always here, but I don't remember her actually staying here. Am I going crazy? I think I'm going crazy. Because she knocked and asked to enter. It's not like she's some stranger either. That's Hazuki Blakery. I felt that you would be suffering a different kind of hell if I refused to let her in. Even still, you should have taken them down to the department. I have thought of that most certainly, but they're so insistent on meeting Alon that my curiosity sparked an unwise idea. Being head of the academia, it would be unfitting of someone such as me to advise such a serious gamble. But I'm a scholar before a headmaster, and as a scholar, I am driven to learn the meaning behind everything. Well, bye, Aaron. I assume she went to go sit on the couch. You brought terrorists to my apartment based off pure curiosity? Man has done much worse in the name of curiosity, but yes, I was curious about how two children were capable of breaking through Grandroom City's impenetrable security. They say it was the work of this puppet master. First I've heard of such a person, I want to know more. Alon, they seem to have a particular fascination with you. Rhodia, would you keep these two here for a little while? No way. That is extremely inappropriate to ask of me. Perhaps it is. Forgive me. But may I ask, children, will you stop seeking Alon out after this? Absolutely not. We will definitely keep on trying. Even if it means breaking down the doors and such, we will definitely keep trying. Now, to me, it sounds like a nightmare to live every moment in fear when these delinquents will attack next. It won't be a problem if we just arrested them. Jail will not stop us, but we encourage a challenge. Auntie Rhodia, won't you please take us in? Auntie, we will have so much joy and fun together, I promise. It's quite late, and... What is even happening? I like how Alice was just like grabbing like her hands like, come on now, let's go. Same with like Alan following behind. And then the rose raid as well. It's quite late and I've overstayed my welcome here. I'll be sure to get in contact with you all very soon. Malia, would you call me a taxi, please? Oh, of course, but how do you know my name, miss? Oh, children can be so silly sometimes. I know the names of every citizen in Grand Dream City. Besides, who can forget that legendary interview you were broadcasted in? Right, the interview. I forgot all about that. I bid you all a good night. That was odd. I'm sure you are very tired and in no mood to entertain my curiosity, but by chance, did you run into Venom and Lavender out there? Yeah, shortly after you and Rhodia went out, Lavender booked it out of here. Venom went after her to make sure she wasn't getting herself into any trouble. Okay, so that... It still plays out like that, but you don't... I assume you'll still see like a scene in the future, but just not right now. Okay. I was getting into any trouble, but it's been hours now. They're fine, concerning, I am very tired. Let me look at the points real quick. They're fine is +2, concerning is +1, I'm very tired is -1. I mean, I guess if it's +2, we'll go with they're fine. Yeah, you're right. I mean, this is Venom we're talking about. I'm pretty much up for the night at this point, so I'm gonna just wait for them to return. You get some rest, okay? Real quick. That's a lot. That is an absurd amount of steps. 26k steps in one day. Alita. I'm gonna kill her. Nice place though. No killing please, Hugh and Cannon are fast asleep. Okay, I'm gonna murder her. Better? I'm not sure. I'm tired. It is not better for her. Aaron and I will be waiting for Venom and Lavender to return, so no worries here. I'm probably going to fall asleep. Alright, you guys have fun. What I'm gonna guess with the whole Aaron thing is she probably just like ended up here in the middle of the night like, hey, I wandered around all Grand Dream City and all the routes and whatnot. I cannot find her. Can I just stay here? And then Malia was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then that's when the whole thing kind of just transpired. I'm kind of surprised you don't even see Hugh in any of the rooms. Well, he's sleeping somewhere. I don't know where though. Oops. Okay, what are we at? 56 minutes? Yeah, you know what? We did a lot today. That'll be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it. There's more that I can, like, say with all of that, but we'll just leave it as is. It's all good. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. I love you guys. Take care. Good morning.